Match day 19 only brought us four matches. The Revs versus the Red Bulls. Revs winning that match 1-0. Minnesota won. Dallas won a draw there in Minnesota. Sporting Kansas City getting the job done at home 2-1 over Seattle. And then St. Louis and Portland drawing 0-0 there at City Park. This week we have a full slate of full games starting on Friday. But before we jump into match day 20, we've got to talk about the Nerdy Soccer table. And Cody still there on top with 11 points. Jerry coming in now sole second with 10 points. And then Matt's Picks and Joey Betts there sitting in third place tied with 9 points. And rounding out the top five is Save Crystal Gaming with 8 points. The table is heating up. We see some changes, but Cody, for the last 2 weeks, has solidified himself as that top spot. If you want to get involved, here's the QR code. There are 3 more matches you can predict for this weekend, and also a link in the description below. If you are not in the top 5 and want to see where you are, you can take a look at the full table. Now let's get into match day 20. So, starting there on Friday, like I said, we have NYCFC versus Columbus Crew. Currently, NYCFC 5 wins in a row. Columbus Crew 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. NYCFC are looking really good. 6 wins, a draw, and 2 losses there at home. The Crew, though, on the road, 3 wins, 3 draws, and a loss. The probability is in favor of Columbus on the road. I have to go with them. The expectation is 1.3 goals for the Crew and only 1 for NYCFC. I do think that Columbus Crew go on the road here and get the job done and ends NYCFC's winning streak, and they win this match 2-1. Now, our first match on Saturday is Atlanta United versus Houston Dynamo. Currently, Atlanta 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5. Houston 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Atlanta just fired their coach, so I feel as though they're going to rally in this match. They are currently 3 wins, a draw, and 5 losses at home. Houston 3 wins, a draw, and 4 losses on the road. The probability is in favor of Houston at 40%. The expectations for goals is 1.4 Atlanta, 1.5 for Houston. I think we see more than that. I think that this match we see 5 goals. I think Atlanta get it done at home. I think with them losing their coach, they're going to rally. So I think they win this match 3-2 over the Houston Dynamo. Next up, we have CF Montreal versus Real Salt Lake. Currently, Montreal 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Real Salt Lake 3 wins and 2 draws in their last 5 matches. Real Salt Lake looking really good. Maybe Montreal starting to turn it around here with that 3-match unbeaten streak that they have. Currently, Montreal 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses there at home. RSL, though, 3 wins, 5 draws, and a loss on the road. The win probability is heavily in favor of Real Salt Lake. Also, they're expected to score 2.8 goals, where Montreal is only 1.3. And I have to go with the probability that Real Salt Lake win this match. And I think that they win this match 2-0 against Montreal on the road. Now, that leads us into Charlotte versus DC United. Currently, Charlotte 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. DC United 2 draws, 3 losses in their last 5 matches. DC, what's going on? Charlotte looks good at home. They have for a while now. Currently 5 wins, 3 draws, and a loss there. DC United only 1 win, 4 draws, and 3 losses on the road. It's tilted towards Charlotte there at home. Their expected goals is 1, where DC United is 0.7. I think we see more than that. I do. I think we see more than that. And I actually think Charlotte, because of the way that they were playing at home, yes, their last 2 matches at home were draws. I think they win this match 3-1 against DC United. Next up, we have the New England Revs versus Vancouver Whitecaps. Currently, the Revs are 2 wins, 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Vancouver, 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Currently, both teams are on a 2-match winning streak, so this might turn out to be a good one. Revs are 2 wins, a draw, and 5 losses at home, though, where Vancouver are 4 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses on the road. The expected goals in this one, the Revs is 0.3, Vancouver is 1.7, and the probability leans in favor of Vancouver, but I have to go against that. Maybe I shouldn't, but I am. I think the Revs get it done at home, 1-0 over the Whitecaps. So a match that I'm hoping turns out to be a good match, that is the Red Bulls versus Nashville. Currently the Red Bulls 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Nashville 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. The Red Bulls have not lost at home with 5 wins and 2 draws. Nashville 1 win, 2 draws, 3 losses on the road. The win probability obviously is in favor of the Red Bulls with their statistics at home. They're expected to score 1.9 goals, where Nashville's only 0.4. I think Nashville get a goal, but I don't think it's enough to win the match. I think that the Red Bulls win there at home 2-1 over Nashville. Now we head south for Orlando City versus LAFC. Currently, Orlando 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses in their last 5 matches. LAFC 5-match winning streak there for them. Really, it's an unbeaten, I think. They have won their last 7, actually. So, LAFC are looking great. Orlando, 1 win, 3 draws, 4 losses at home. LAFC, 2 wins, a draw, and 4 losses on the road. It's expected for LAFC to win this match. The expected goals for Orlando, 0.7 to 1.1 for LAFC. But this is going to be off the wall prediction. For some reason, I think that Orlando, they don't win at home, but I think that they draw here, and I think it ends in a 2-2 draw there in Orlando. Now, that takes us to the Philadelphia Union versus Inter Miami. Currently, Philadelphia 1 win, 3 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Inter Miami 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Philadelphia only 1 win at home with 3 draws and 4 losses. Inter Miami 5 wins, 2 draws, and a loss on the road. The expected goals here, Philadelphia 1.2. Inter Miami is supposed to be 3, but we know that they're not here for that. But I do, for some reason, think that Inter Miami walk away with a point. I just think the way that Philadelphia have been playing at home, it's not good enough. And I think this match ends in a 2-2 draw there at Subaru Park. Now we head up north to Toronto for Toronto versus Chicago Fire. Currently, Toronto 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Chicago Fire 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Toronto will be without Bernardeschi because of a red card. And Toronto 5 wins, 0 draws, 3 losses in their matches at home. Chicago Fire have not won on the road with 4 draws and 3 losses. The goal expectation here is 2.1 for Toronto, 1.1 for Chicago, and I think that's how it's going to end. I think that Toronto still get the job done at home and win this match 2-1 over the Fire. Next up, we have FC Dallas versus St. Louis City. Currently, Dallas 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses in their last 5 matches. St. Louis 2 draws and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Dallas are unbeaten in their last 5 home games. They're 3 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses there at home. St. Louis have not won on the road with 5 draws and 2 losses. That's hard. It's so hard for me to believe that they have not won on the road. The expected goals here is 2-2. I don't think that we get 2 goals from these teams, but I do think that it ends in a draw like the expected goals is, and I think that this match ends in a 1-1 draw there in Dallas. Now that leads us into Colorado Rapids versus Austin FC. Currently, the Rapids 1 win, a draw, and 3 losses in their last 5 matches, where Austin 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. The Rapids 3 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses there at home. Austin only 1 win on the road with 3 draws and 4 losses. This game is supposed to be very close, with the expected goals 1.2 for Colorado, 0.6 for Austin. It is leaning in favor for the win probability to Colorado, but I think that we end up with a bunch of goals in this one, And I think this match ends in a draw. I think that Austin go on the road here and get a 3-3 draw against Colorado. So we head farther west to LA Galaxy versus Sporting Kansas City. Currently, the Galaxy 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Sporting Kansas City 2 wins, 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Galaxy have not lost at home, 4 wins and 3 draws. Sporting Kansas City only 1 win, 2 draws, 5 losses on the road. This is heavily in favor of the Galaxy. The expected goals is 2 to 1.5, but I don't think it's that or even close to that. I think that the Galaxy get a clean sheet here and win this match 3-0 over Sporting Kansas City. So our second to last match there on Saturday, we have the Earthquakes versus FC Cincinnati. Currently, the Earthquakes 1 draw, 4 losses in their last 5 matches. Cincinnati 4 wins and a loss in their last 5 matches, coming off of a weird loss at home against Nashville. The Earthquakes 2 wins, a draw, and 4 losses at home. Cincinnati 6 wins, a draw, and a loss on the road. It's like they're playing home games on the road. It's a fantastic record. The expected goals, Cincinnati 2.9 to the Earthquakes 0.7. Don't think it's going to be that big of a gap, but I do think that Cincinnati go on the road here, get the job done, and win 2-1 over the Earthquakes. Now for our last match on Saturday, we have Seattle versus Minnesota. Currently, Seattle 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Minnesota 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. I think this will turn out to be a good match. Seattle only 1 win at home, though, with 5 draws and a loss. Minnesota 4 wins, a draw, and 2 losses on the road. Very similar expected goals here, 0.9 for Seattle, 1.1 for Minnesota. I think we have a good game like this, but I'm going to go with Seattle, even though I've picked them 6 times to win this season, and they have not won any of those. Maybe I have cursed teams, I don't know. But I think that Seattle get the job done 2-1 over Minnesota there at Lumen Field. So that is it for Match Day 20. Tell me your predictions down below. Like the video, subscribe if you like the content. Also, get involved. Get into the predictions, the QR codes here on the screen. Get in, see, there's time. There's still time to get yourself in that top 5. But until then, we'll see you for the live stream.